been listening to us for a while, you know what we've been talking about. You know, you create your own reality. Do you want to know you create your own reality? Do you know everyone else does too? It's interesting to watch them messing up on the creation of their own reality, isn't it? Especially as their mess ups seem to have impact upon you at some times, but they do not need to. You can establish a vibrational stance, an alignment. It's like creating your own vibrational atmosphere, which equals your point of attraction. And you can become so steady at it, so sure at it, that it really doesn't matter what's going on around you. Your perception of what's going on around will be affected by the vibrational countenance that you have decided, that you have chosen, that you've practiced, and that you have accomplished. For a long time we've been saying to you, you create your own reality. And today we want to say it in the clearest way yet. You create the vibrational atmosphere which equals your vibrational point of attraction, which law of attraction matches up with things like it. So your creation is not just about hooking up with others who please you or hooking up with things or experiences that please you. It's about adjusting your own vibrational perception, because it's a fine-tuning world that you live in. This is a vast environment. You knew it would be. You knew that there would be extraordinary diversity. And you said, I'll go forth and I will, as I live life, tune myself to my personal preferences. You didn't say, I'll go with an attitude of what's right and wrong and dictate it to the others and make sure that they line up with my version of what's right and wrong. You said, I'll figure it out. I'll figure out what's right for me. I'll use the guidance system that I was born with, and I'll figure out what's right for me. And I will practice the vibrational version of that until that is what is revealed to me continuously. Some people don't know that. Some people are so observant of this and that and everything that surrounds them that their own vibrational frequency, based upon what they are observing, is all over the place. They don't feel secure because they haven't practiced the vibration of alignment. They don't feel clarity because they have not practiced the vibration of alignment. They don't feel willing to allow diversity because they have not found their own steadiness. And so when one has not found their own steadiness, then what others are doing seems very important to them. Don't rock my boat. If you rock my boat, I can't be steady. When the truth of it is, you're the only boat rocker in your world. Only you can rock your boat. Only you can provide stability or instability for yourself. Now we know it doesn't feel like that sometimes. When you felt good, someone came into your experience, presented themselves in some way, and then you no longer felt good. Felt to you for sure that they rocked your boat, that their instability, that they brought it to you, delivered it right to you, and now you have to deal with this. But we want you to know that that isn't the way it happened. There was a vibrational frequency within you that included them in your experience long before they got there. But you say to us, as you learn to create your own reality more effectively every day, and you do, don't you? Sometimes you say to us, even the most proficient of deliberate creators among you, well, Abraham, I've fallen out of an airplane and I have no parachute. What do you think I should do now? And we say, hang on, it will be over in a little bit. Because there is a momentum that most likely is going to play itself out. And so when we speak to you as the deliberate creators that you are, we want to help you to understand that if you wait until momentum is well underway before you're even aware that you're moving in the direction that you don't want to go, and then you try to rein yourself back into some better outcome, sometimes there's too much momentum for you to rein it back. We want you to know that nothing ever really goes wrong, that you can't get it wrong and you never get it done. And the reason that you can't get it wrong is because it is never done. There's always another opportunity. But what we most want to convey to you, as we understand the lives that you are living, we understand what you want and who you are and where you are in relationship to the desires that you have fostered as a result of living here. We want you to know that the easiest way of creating your own reality is to decide how that reality, once it is full blown, once it is manifested, once it is seeable and hearable and smellable and tasteable and touchable, once it is what humans want to call real life, we want you to know that if you can identify before it is seeable, hearable, smellable, tasteable, and touchable, before it is definable in those physical senses, if you can identify what is within this desire that you hold, that you want to feel, we want to show you how you can affect the feeling within yourself even before the manifestation has given you the reason to feel that way, the precise reason to feel that way. And that once you discover that you do have emotional control, that you can feel the way you intend to feel, because we know, you might be coming to know it too, that everything you want is because you think you'll feel better in the having of it. So if you can figure out how to affect the feeling even before the manifestation, now you've figured out what deliberate creation is. Because law of attraction is responding to your point of attraction, to right here where you stand and what you are emanating. So we want to talk with you about anything that matters to you. We want to help you find the frequency that allows the cars and the lovers and all of the physical trappings that are important to you. You live in a physical world, but there is nothing about this physical world that is not spirit-based. There is nothing about this physical world that is not source-based. But you can tell by the way you feel in the midst of what you're doing, whether you are allowing the wholeness of who you are to perceive this moment in time, this conversation, this opportunity, this experience, or whether you've got yourself crossways of the current somehow and you are standing in the midst of disallowing. So, did you hear what we said? If you are disallowing your happiness, you are disallowing everything you believe will make you happy. If you're disallowing clarity, you are disallowing everything that you believe will make you feel secure and sure-footed. You just can't look at things that are wrong in the world, put them in piles, label them, join together in groups and push against them without depriving yourself of the point of attraction that you must accomplish in order to let in all the stuff that you consider to be good. You just can't be mad enough at something to make it go away, because you live in a universe that is attraction-based. There's no exclusion in this universe. When you shout no at it, it comes closer. Haven't you shown that to yourself? Get fixated on something that you really don't like and watch the universe deliver it to you, right to you, right to you. Get focused on something that you do want and bring yourself to a place of feeling good about it and watch the universe bring it right to you, right to you, right to you. And then the best part, the part that we like to say to you the most, that you hear the least, but we like to say to you the most, but you hear the least, but we like to say to you the most, because we want you to know it the most, is that it isn't the end result that you're after anyway. The things that you desire are your excuse to focus in a way that keeps you on a happy, joyous, unfolding trail. Because you're not ever going to stop wanting something beyond where you stand. It's just the way it is. It's what this expanding universe and this evolving beingness is all about. So when you finally relax into the never-ended unfolding of that which is you, and you get hold of that understanding that you can control the way you feel, so you can feel good all the time no matter what, then you're off and rolling in the way you intended when you decided again to come forth into this time-space reality and contribute personally to the expansion of all that is. We are eager to talk with you about anything that matters to you. It's going to be a wonderful unfolding. What do you want to talk about? You've come with some things. Esther was so excited when she realized the intimacy of this group. She knew it would be co-creating at its best. Begin right here. Yeah. Stand if you're the one. Anything you've been wondering about, we're going to answer. Anything that you've been reaching for vibrational improvement on, it's going to happen. Tomorrow's going to be a startlingly different day than yesterday as a result of what goes on here in these conversations. We have enjoyed this interaction more than any words that Esther could ever find could convey to you. And while we stand in a place of knowing about what this conversation today means to you and will mean to you in terms of what's unfolding next, our favorite part about this conversation is that again and again you came away from resistance and toward alignment all day long. The thing about vibrational shift and emotional alignment is that the evidence that you think you want is a day or two out. The evidence that we want you to want is what took place already, in that feeling of clarity, in that feeling of more eagerness. These are emotions that are manifestations, that are the first indications of the releasing of resistance. And we want you to know that with the hundreds of you that are here in this room, and more than that around the world today who are listening in, we have never felt more energetic vibrational shift than what you all accomplished in this conversation. Will evidence support that? For sure. Do we want you to care about that? Not at all. It's the emotional evidence that we want you to crave, to be aware of. Because one of the things that you say to us on a pretty regular basis, although we've sort of trained it out of some of you, you want instant manifestations. If I could just snap my fingers and have that, then I'd be a happy person. We say, why don't you just snap your fingers and be a happy person? You can pretty close to do that. And if you've heard us today, that really is what you're reaching for. You're reaching for the ability to do that. Oh, people that are watching you from outside of your emotions that you feel are going to be astonished at the movement in your experience. But don't let them train you back into those conditions being what you're going for. Stay focused on the emotional achievement. And it is our promise to you that you will live happily ever after in this body and way beyond, but happily ever after. There's great love here for you. And as always, we remain stubbornly in your vortex.